It's a great day to talk hockey with Grant McCagg on Habscast.
Hey, folks, what a period, eh? I'm coming to you live from the couch for this one. Didn't have time to set up downstairs. I'll likely do it for the second, but bear with me here. It might be some dogs, might be some chatter. Let's talk hockey here. Hey, what do you think of Struble stepping up to fight Zadorov right off the bat? That was fantastic. I liked. 6 inches taller than him, right? And he steps up and fights him. Monty made a great save. True, he was pretty out to lunch on that goal, though. He's not tracking the puck great. I don't know. But he did make a good save. I loved what Struble did, stepping up like that. That was huge. He, I don't know. I think he might be as good a fighter as Jack-Eye at the end of the day. That wasn't the smartest move by Jack-Eye to take that fight at that time. I understand the emotion and all that, but it left him with 4 defensemen for, 4 minutes of the game. And, just like the time when he refused one at the end of a shift when they were up 2-0, the wise move there would have been to not go for the fight and have two defensemen in the box for, 3.5, 4 minutes. But no, I thought Struble really handled himself well. And it just goes to show that, he's gained more and more confidence as he never fought in college or in minor hockey. He told me in an interview when he was at Northeastern that he had never been in a fight in a game. So he's just learning to fight. It was nice that that shot of Struble and Jack-Eye practicing in they're fighting and holding on, and that was pretty cool. And it was kind of funny, like even if you noticed, they had a shot of the two of them in the penalty box, and it looked like Struble was almost giving him a couple tips there. It was sort of funny. And Anderson, smart move, get the penalty right, take the penalty. He was at the end of a shift too. And I think that's one of the reasons why Jack-Eye didn't maybe fare as well as he could have in that scrap, was that he was at the end of a shift, as was noted. But I don't think Arbor, at the end of the day, is one of the elite fighters in the game. He can handle himself, but I haven't seen him. Be honest, Struble's had more direct hits with punches. Like I think he's got a better punch, a more accurate one, that's for sure. Jack-Eye's more of a, hold on and use his strength kind of scrapper, use his size. But anyways, Struble, he just keeps showing more and more that, when it comes down to it, if they have to choose between him or Jack-Eye in the lineup, I think he's every bit as tough as Arbor when it comes to scrapping. He's showing that more and more as time goes along here. Let's get to a few questions here. I tried to load the on NHL.com the stats, and it wasn't temporarily unavailable. Okay, thank you, NHL.com. Can't get the stats, but yeah, maybe a little lucky to get out of that period 1-1. There were that open net was missed altogether. Is the crowd ever into it tonight? I wish I was at the game. It's it's a Saturday night, Boston, Montreal. What a rivalry. And the crowd's electric. that goal by Evans really got them rolling, didn't it? It was pretty cool. So if you're listening to this or watching this, sorry, on X, join us in the live chat on YouTube, and let's have some fun here. Give us your comments. I'm going to get to a few things here. Terry Panagakos. Thank you, Terry. That's a new name for me. Why is there no one in front of the net on a 5-on-3? Yeah, I was wondering about that. Kapanen loves to go to the net, and I'm still a little. Marty's really reluctant to use him. Right? Used Veleno last game, on the second power play, and then tonight, Caulfield double shifted on the power play instead of using Kapanen. Maybe, I guess they're thinking, power play. He's on the PK. Maybe it'd be overuse if they also had him on the power play. But he goes to the net. He goes to the net front. I'm not sure I like the looks of that second power play. Although double shifting Caulfield, if it comes down to either having Veleno out there or double shifting Caulfield, it's certainly a step up to have Caulfield play the whole power play over. Tyler Caulfield's still more effective on the power play than Joe Veleno. What is Monty seemed to be losing his net lately? Yeah, he's he was really caught out of position on that play. I don't know, but he did come up with a couple of big saves as well, so it wasn't too bad. Luca here. You heading off? Okay. Luca's heading upstairs. My prediction, 5-2 Boston win. Doc scores first goal for Montreal. Okay. Well, you were wrong. Hopefully you're wrong on both fronts. Mark has become a new member. He's now a YouTube Patreon member. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate that. People, you're more than welcome to join the group here. And also, I keep making the offer, you become a YouTube member. If you want to come on a podcast sometime, especially one of these, after post game, you're more than welcome to come on and chat for a few minutes. Just get a hold of me by email, grant@habscast.ca, and we don't mind having patrons on occasion. It's another reason, an added incentive for you to become a YouTube member of Habscast. I think it'd be fun to have part of the group here to come on and be live if you're not too shy to be in front of the camera for a bit. People have post-game telephone calls and stuff. Why not be on camera? I think it would be a fun thing to develop as we go along here, and more people become Habscast YouTube members. Also, if you do join as a YouTube member, I'll give you again, get in touch with me, send me an email, and I'll set you up with a free subscription to my Patreon page, which is going to have a lot of scouting reports as we go along here from Habs prospects that you can't get on my YouTube channel just by itself. So, Grant, it's unacceptable to not score on your 5-on-3s. They had 0 shots on goal. Yeah, all the passing around, right? Nobody's shooting the puck. They've got to start. I don't like not having Slav on he'll go to the front of the net, right? I don't like they've got too much. What they look like they're setting up here is Dobson, right? Get it to Dobson. And this reminds me, it comes back to what Remember when it was predictable, the 5-on-3 and 5-on-4 with Weber? Everything centered around just get the puck back to Weber with the big bomb. The only problem with replacing Slav with Dobson is who's going to the front of the net. Demi doesn't go to the front of the net. He's off to the side. Caulfield doesn't go to the front of the net. Suzuki doesn't go to the front of the net. Obviously, Hudson doesn't. So who's the net front presence 5-on-3 with that group? It should be Slav. I don't agree with taking Slav off the 5-on-3. I think Dobson shouldn't be out there. It should be, or Hudson, one of the two. But it's hard not to keep. Right now, Hudson, I don't know. He seems to be, his confidence isn't great right now on the power play. I'm not sure why, but that will change. I still like to see him on the 5-on-3. It's hard to take him off. Astainax, let's see if period 2 goes better tonight. Yeah. They're I think they're a little lucky to escape that period tied, but you can see that they're pumped up, and hopefully in the second period here, the crowd's really into it. And if the Canadians do get a low lead, they're going to go crazy. They've got the seventh man out there tonight. The crowd's really into it, and I hope they come out jacked. Watch for Slav. When he gets hit a couple times like that, he'll come out physical. I think also Anderson probably wouldn't. I wouldn't doubt it if Anderson gets into a scrap before the end of the game there. I think they were, it wasn't that he didn't want to fight. He just drew the penalty, and also he was at the end of a shift, and it was smart for him not to accept that fight. But they were razzing him, and I wouldn't be surprised if Josh dropped the gloves before the end of this game too. Let's see what else we have here for say. Yeah, the net front presence, you're right, Hey, Scotty. Hey, Grat. Hey, Scotty. Good to see you, my friend. Gary Kahn, no one on bumper position on power play. Bolduc was there at one point, and he had a really good chance, but he missed on it. Samurai Knight, they all stay in the same place and just pass around. No real movement on the power play. Yeah, there needs to be some adjustments there. I still think they gotta. They have to get somebody in front of the net, get a dirty one. Too much fancy Dan passing. Jason Steele, Jack-Eye fighting abilities have been getting worse. Well, he's never really, he's never really pounded anybody. Not too much. He doesn't land too many punches to the head. Like even that, I think he got overrated because he out wrestled Reeves, who was kind of thought of as, one of the main heavyweights at the time. But he didn't really, land any significant punches to him. I don't think he hit him in the head. How many times has Jack-Eye nailed somebody right in the kisser? It hasn't been too often. So I think he's been going into this year, his fighting abilities were overrated. And now we're seeing, that, yeah, he's not, he's definitely not in Delorier or Olivier's hemisphere. And Geno's beat him twice now. So I don't think he's even, Geno's category right now. Next time he's gonna have to come back and beat him next time because Geno's had the better of him now, twice now in fights. I liked, Struble is a better puncher. I wish Davidson would have got more time And he's a guy that, if they don't want to put, I would have liked to seen him on the second power play. I'd like to see him on the third line, actually. He was one of the most effective halves out there. Didn't get much ice time, but holy frig, his first shift, he looked excellent. He had 2 good scoring chances, made a nice play, got in on the forecheck. He, very little ice time. He looked good. But I'd like to see him with Bolduc on third unit, and maybe they can get something going. Wouldn't mind seeing him get moved up. Anderson was smart not to fight. I agree with that. What a week tomorrow morning will suck watching the power rankings. Oh well, they're just power rankings. What counts is staying at the top of the standings. They haven't lost this one, right? They win tonight. They're on top of the standings now. Wayner, now that's hockey. That was exciting, wasn't it? Boston, Montreal. Is there a better rivalry in hockey? That was great. And the crowd right into it too, eh? Looks like they're getting ready to come on again. Demi has all the moves but never shoots. Well, it seems like it's a regular thing with guys that first come into the league. They defer. They want to pass it all the time. Digital Age Money. There's a cool name. Thanks for joining us. Entertaining first. Yes, it was. I liked it quite a bit. Wayner, nice to see Slav carrying the puck. He needs to do more of that. Yeah, he made some nice moves there, didn't he? Looks like they're ready to drop the puck on the second period. So, sorry I couldn't get to more questions here, but I will be here for the second. Yeah, pucks drop. So we're going to roll here. Thanks, everyone. Lots of people weighing in. We will see you after the second period. Bye for now.